Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here to start this week's Fan Friday. So kicking it off with 41 upvotes for Wigglytuff being OP, and also we have Leafneck Jr., which is pretty interesting because we've seen this Bayleaf before, and let's see what's happening right now in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So we have two submissions. First one is going to be Wigglytuff OP, and Wigglytuff is a very interesting Pokemon. I know I say this a lot, but it's tanky. It doesn't like taking a lot of damage because it just doesn't take damage, and then it just deals a lot back. So we're going to see what it's going to do to the Greninja. And Greninja kind of has some options, like, yeah, it can use the Ice Beam, not become a Dark-type Pokemon, which means it's not taking as much damage from Wigglytuff. But we're going to see, like, yeah, it's Wigglytuff. Oh, it's also Stockpile Wigglytuff. Never, okay, that's going to be pretty bad for the opponent right there because the damage is just not going to happen. So, Stockpile Wish, question mark, Profit, Victory? That's my guess. So now Greninja turning around with a Scald. Scald's just going to deal less damage. And that's less damage on top of less damage. So Wigglytuff will take in another Stockpile there. And that's like the confident. Is it Wish Protect then? Because that's shaving it a little close on the survivability. But with the leftovers, never mind. Leftovers would actually make it up to where it should be able to just wish and survive. So Greninja's going to come in with another Scald. That Scald is going to do, yeah, like 38-ish something damage. But Wigglytuff with another Stockpile. The Madman going for 3 Stockpiles. We haven't seen a Stockpile strategy in a while. And it looks like this Wigglytuff is just going to take off with it. So that's why, see, like, I don't understand why people think Greninja is, like, super broken to the point of where it needs to be banned. Because Smogon just, I've already given enough pieces about Smogon. This is a happy Wigglytuff sleep. Oh, it has Rest. Never mind. Oh, we have Rest on our Wigglytuff for that full heal in a pinch. And now it's at +3. So yeah, the thing about Greninja is that if it's not hitting super effective, it's not going to get a KO. And if it's going up against a tank, it's not going to do that well. And then bad things are going to happen. So the response to the setup is going to be a Slowbro. And Slowbro can be a very nasty Pokemon to deal with. And it will be the Mega Slowbro. So Wigglytuff at least has the special attack against this massive physical tank. But depending on like where the Calm Minds and stuff go, it could get a little touch and go. So we're going to see what Wigglytuff does. Wigglytuff is asleep. And Slowbro will go for the Psyshock. So just kind of getting damage down on Wigglytuff. Stockpile, boost defense, and special defense. So none of that really matters. And then the leftovers healing. Yeah, Wigglytuff is ending the turn, taking about 10% of its health. Oh, Charge Beam Wigglytuff! I am all for that. It's like, wait a second, if you run the Stockpile, you know, how are you going to get extra damage in on top of that? That's what Charge Beam. So, damage into special attack. Charge Beam, Dazzling Gleam, I guess, is what Wigglytuff is running outside of that. I don't know if it has competitive or rivalry. That'd be something interesting to check out, because like competitive is just broken, because everything's running Intimidate these days, so free special attack into just wrecking the opponent. Then Slowbro comes in with that Scald. And yeah, it's just trading little bits of damage, but at the end of the day, Wigglytuff is going to be gaining more damage. Slowbro kinda needs to like crit, I guess, to really punch through the Wigglytuff. I don't think a crit will KO. And then the Charge Beam, it is doing more and more damage. Oh my goodness, we get another special attack boost. And Slowbro has the Slack off, but by doing that, you're just giving Wigglytuff a free turn and then more Charge Beam and stuff. So that's pretty scary right there. And then eventually Wigglytuff can just switch over and like all of a sudden do more than double the damage going into a Dazzling Gleam or something. So another Charge Beam. Yeah, I feel that you could just use Slowbro as like the free, get all of your stats kind of Pokemon, and then Dazzling Gleam should just KO. So yeah, Slowbro not taking the healing option, goes for the Ice Beam, Desperate Freeze question mark, doesn't get it, and then leftovers comes through again. After all of Slowbro's work, Wigglytuff not even phased 4 hit points. So another, okay, Wigglytuff, actually, yeah, there's no point doing Dazzling Gleam at this point, because like Slowbro's in KO range on the Charge Beam, and there's a chance that could happen. That's a lot. That's a lot of Charge Beam boosts. Oh my goodness. The coin flip was in Wigglytuff's favor today. So now we're going to see Blaziken come in, and Blaziken, it's not going to be able to do anything. That's a It's got the Flare Blitz. It's going to try to do some damage, but after all that stockpile, Wigglytuff just, it's unfazed. It just ate that hit to the face and nothing happened. So that's going to be the turnaround. Wigglytuff, there's the Dazzling Gleam. That's going to be the one-shot on the Blaziken. That's going to be the finishing blow onto the Greninja. Greninja might be Focus Sash, though, because I don't think we saw a Life Orb, right? I don't remember. I thought it was at full health the whole time. We'll find out. And if it, yeah. Because of that, might be Focus Sash. In any case, Wigglytuff's going to be fine. Or the opponent will just forfeit on the spot. And that is an awesome and nasty Wigglytuff. I absolutely love it. So let's go into the next battle and see what we're going to get out of the Bayleaf. Because fun fact about Bayleaf is that Eviolite makes it tankier than the Meganium. And we have a 66. Oh, I see the point of the Link battle, because on Battle Spot, nicknames don't get shown, so I was like, yeah, Leafneck Jr. I remember that, but it's a cool nickname, and you don't get to see nicknames on the Battle Spot, so why not just try to get a random battle, and then completely wreck fools with your Bayleaf. I might call Bayleaf Meganium, I might have already called it, I don't remember, so just be aware of that. And this guy is an Arceus, so if I see like the shiny Zekrom, shiny Arceus, it's gonna be a hacker takedown as well, which is always fun. So, coming in with the Hone Claws, going to be going for the stats. How will the Bayleaf respond to that? And that's going to be Leech Seed. So the stalling, the tankiness, already going to be in. And Bayleaf is an interesting Pokemon. It's a very viable, well, quote-unquote viable, but it's a viable candidate for Eviolite. Has solid amounts on the hit points, solid amounts for the defenses, and then just gets crazy boosting. So Leech Seed into Eviolite with that is going to be pretty terrifying. And we're going to see what it does to get rid of all the stat boosting that's going on with the Zekrom. That's going to be tricky. Already losing health because of Leech Seed, so that's nice. Being able to use that Eviolite to cut some of the stat boost away, that's also good. Zekrom does have some pretty powerful attacks, but at least it's not Reshiram, because Fire's a little bit more hateful, and then Zekrom just goes for the Dragon Claw. And Dragon Claw, not the highest amount of base power, but dang! Oh, the crit. The crit right there almost being enough. That crit actually sets things back pretty hard. But going for the Synthesis, anticipating the stats. So yeah, would have been able, actually, at the end of the day, survived a +2 crit from a legendary Pokemon. That's nuts. Has all of this extra healing coming in. And if we take away the crit damage, does that put Bayleaf in a survival range? Actually, no, has the protect. So just Leech Seed Toxic protect. I remember Leafneck. I remember having Leafneck Jr. I just don't remember what it did on Fan Fridays. But yeah, just Toxic Leech Seed stalling mofo. It's really good at that. It's really good at its job when you break it down because of how tanky it is with the Eviolite. Is it actually one of the best Toxic Leech Seed Pokemon when you think about it? And now the opponent can't do anything. Well, he can go for the Z move. Never mind, he can do something. If that was protected, it was still done some damage, but it looks like he's trying to modify the damage on that Dragon Claw. If he has the Synthesis, I'm trying to do all the mental things, Synthesis would have healed. He would be at very high hit points if it wasn't for that crit as well. And then the stall is pretty powerful. But that will be, I was wondering if we were going to get the full-on Meganium sweep. But at the end of the day, traded the Zekrom. Okay, the opponent lost so much advantage off of this, to be honest. Does not have a Z move anymore. Down a legendary, even though he's running like a lot of legendaries. And then we have the response. So yeah, that's going to be Altaria, also shiny. Here we go. And then going into the Tyrantrum. So Tyrantrum versus Altaria. Not the best matchup, but it looks like Tyrantrum's going to go into this one full on because of that Dragon Dance. So we'll take the Dragon Dance against the Altaria. Dragon Breath from the opponent is strange, but it might actually be good tech because of that chance to paralyze. That if this is like a stall Altaria, that could be exactly what, like, that's not a bad decision. If it's just tanky, goes for the status, that would have wrecked Tyrantrum right there. But now Tyrantrum's looking to counter sweep this one. That's going to be Ice Fang. That's going to be super effective. So I just saw Altaria as like potential Mega into overwhelming damage on Tyrantrum, but Tyrantrum survived it, threw its Lumberry down, but now Fire Fang responds to the Arceus. Gets burned. And then throws down the Earthquake. Ooh. Wait, that burn. Nah, it's like that burn just makes it a neutral hit. Neutral non-stab Arceus onto the high defense of a Tyrantrum. Even super effective will be survived. So that burn clutch right there. Sure, we were talking about the crit clutch from the opponent, so RNG has balanced out. Extreme speed from the Arceus, that's going to be resisted though. And that is the story of this one, Tyrantrum being ridiculous. So there's going to be a bit more burn from the Arceus, the Thunder Fang down. Nothing, like, it's just Fang coverage though. We didn't have like a Rock Slide or something from Tyrantrum, which is a little unfortunate to see, because that would have been like a big way of dealing some devastating damage to keep Tyrantrum in there. But Arceus now is pretty much useless. Like that's just standard attacking Arceus, and it's burned. So you're going to bring in the Wigglytuff, and you're going to get that free setup. And then is it just going to be Wigglytuff sets up for a bit and then wins? Especially against the Arceus. Like, Arceus like, oh, I can still take out a Wigglytuff. That thing's nothing. And then you do like 3 damage to it. And then you get a stockpile, and then Leftovers kicks in. So Wigglytuff is going to be just fine for the remainder of this battle, potentially. Like, no matter what happens, you know, if Arceus goes down, it keeps going until it's burned. That's a lot of free stockpiles. If it switches, that's a free stockpile. That's my favorite thing running about the stockpile, is just saying, that's a free stockpile. Because if you can get your opponent into a free position, why is it, well, yeah, Extreme Speed is actually more damage than Earthquake, so I don't know why I was running the Earthquake. You just don't think of the priority move being the strongest option, but as a normal Pokemon, that's what we're looking at. I wonder what Arceus' item is then. No Lumberry, no Life Orb, no Plates. I don't know. I don't know what he's going for with that Arceus. And then another Extreme Speed, but he's eventually just going to go down to burn, and then Wigglytuff is going to get free stockpiles. You rest, Arceus. Oh, actually, yo, this is going to be very beneficial. Because I think, does Arceus survive this turn? Like, it has, I think it might survive on like 1 hit points, because that's what you want to go for. Perfect. Because Arceus is going to move first, get the hit in, then you rest, and you're going to be at full hit points. So you're kind of using a turn of that sleep at full hit points. And then the opponent has to switch into something, and you're already +3 against it. Oh, Charge Beam. Really? I would have taken that as a full hit point opportunity, but then Arceus was burned, so the opponent can come in with something stronger and maybe go for the setup. Like, that is something to consider. Does not get the special attack boost. Wigglytuff still looking pretty strong as well, and then Darkrai comes in. Maybe it would have been okay to be asleep. So Darkrai with the Dark Void, 50% accurate. Oh, why aren't you running the Hypnosis? There's no reason for Dark Void. Like, you know what Dark Void needs? Dark Void needs like double the sleep counter. I think that's kind of fair because of the 50% accuracy. Like, Darkrai needs something signature. Because sleep counter is pathetic these days. 1 to 3 turns. That's nothing. It used to be 2 to 7. So Bad Dreams kind of sucks for the Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff just comes in with the Dazzling Gleam. I would go Charge Beam Dazzling Gleam. Not sure if the +0 would be enough. So also Darkrai might be Focus Sashed. You know, break Sash potential, get the +1, and then kind of take it to the next level. But at least that's going to be the only Bad Dreams that's being taken right now. Darkrai doesn't have a lot of extra damage. We'll just take a Dream Eater. That's solid base power. No stab though. And that's going to be a Wake Up into Dazzling Gleam. All right. What is this Wigglytuff? Is it crazy enough to take down the Darkrai? No, it is not. Okay, I was about to feel like a fool if that Darkrai did go down. But see, that would have been perfect. Charge Beam into that. But Dark Void lands again. And that's extra unfortunate. But I mean, at any point, if Wigglytuff wants to, it can just rest, be at higher hit points, and then kind of survive the onslaught. Also, Leftovers healing, that's keeping it up pretty well. And then Darkrai doesn't have a lot of damage because Dark-type versus Fairy, mostly just trying to cheese the sleep gimmick of Darkrai against this Wigglytuff. So Dream Meter is going to come through. 99 hit points down to 63, so doing 36 damage. Healing up a little bit at the end turn with Leftovers. It should be able to survive enough, which is pretty given at this point. And then considering that, what else is Darkrai going to have access to? Like, it gets Elemental, right? It can use Ice Beam. So even if it does, that's going to be lower base power than the Dream Eater, because I think Dream Eater is 100 base power, right? That's going to be another Dream Eater. That's going to be Wigglytuff at low hit points. 14. But we kind of knew what was going to happen, unless it was a ridiculous crit to just wipe out Wigglytuff at some point. That was what we were expecting. Actually, oh, I thought this was a wake-up turn. That kind of sucks. And the Leftovers is not going to give us enough. That's not even going to push us to 30 hit points. And the Bad Dreams will take us down. Damn! That's unfortunate. So yeah, what are you going to do against that? Double Dark Void landing into Flashback. Oh, cool. We have Typhlosion representing. You better be Scarfed. Beautiful. All right, never mind. We win. We got Scarf Typhlosion in here for that heavy cleanup. And that's going to be Darkrai going down. And the opponent's response is a Steelix. Interesting. I guess, you know, the opponent only has so much at this point. Down to his last 2 Pokemon. And Typhlosion still at a high, healthy hit points on the Eruption. We're going to see what happens. You know, Mega Steelix, I'm pretty sure it gains a decent amount of special defense. But I don't know what that's going to turn into. So there's the Eruption from Typhlosion. Steelix. Oh, that's going to be a one-hit KO. Yeah. You can't survive a super effective hit from the Typhlosion like that. The Lopunny comes in. Scarf Typhlosion outspeeds that. And we already just saw the Mega, so no Mega Lopunny. Eruption. Neutral KO on the Lopunny. Let's see it. And that's why Typhlosion can be amazing sometimes. It's just, you gotta commit to that Scarf. There's entry hazards. There's a lot of awkward things that could happen. But that late game cleanup is real. You know, if you bring in like a water type Pokemon to wall out the Typhlosion or something, it can go bad. But that's what happens when Typhlosion goes good. You just have that Scarf, save the day against all the crazy speed tech that might be on the opponent's team, and then you just go and win. So you guys enjoy the battle, and we'll see you in the next Fan Fridays. Thank you very much for watching.